Let's maul in the Central Committee. Let's cringe in the Central Committee. Let's bog in the Central Committee right now.
It's happening. It's happening. The MyPillow guy is being sued for $1.3 billion.
Dominion Voting Systems has filed a suit against MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell in a $1.3 billion defamation suit. The Wall Street Journal reports that Dominion, one of the largest makers of voting machines in the country, cites a number of statements made by Lindell, including in media appearances, social media posts, and a 2-hour film claiming to prove widespread election fraud. The complaint alleges that Mr. Lindell made false claims about the integrity of Dominion's voting machines and that he knew no credible evidence supported his claim that the company had stolen the election from Mr. Trump, what Dominion has called the big lie. He is well aware of the independent audits and paper ballot recounts conclusively disproving the big lie, the complaint states, but Lindell sells the lie to this day because the lie sells pillows. In an interview Monday, Mr. Lindell said he was very, very happy to learn of the lawsuit. I have evidence on them. I have all the evidence on them, he said. Now this will get disclosed faster. All the machine fraud and the attack on our country. To a new opinion piece that asked the question.
I'm very glad I'm being sued for $1.3 billion. Voting machine maker Dominion Voting System has sued Mike Lindell, CEO of MyPillow and staunch ally of former Donald Trump, for $1.3 billion over his months-long campaign of false claims about the 2020 election. Now, we watched a large segment of the MyPillow documentary, and it was incredible dumb shittery. In fact, everyone was jealous that I had the MyPillow video when I was playing it. I was getting DMs like, Mike, how do you get it? Mike, how did you get that? How did you get that, Mike? I want that. And I was like, too bad. Come watch my stream, motherfucker. Watch my stream. You want this shit? Come watch my stream. And you know what? It was just as dumb as we all thought. You could tell Dominion used a lot of strategy here. We always started suing people after they finished talking. They let MyPillow keep talking until he's done to stack evidence. He is beyond fucked. Now, we watched the Legal Eagle video on it, and I think Legal Eagle is wrong. I think this is the most open and closed case of defamation of a business that I have ever seen. The MyPillow guy is going to lose horribly. His only hope is to go to a jury trial and get as many right-wing conservatives on the jury as possible who believe Donald Trump had the election stolen and whose identity forces them to believe the bullshit. That's his only hope. And if the MyPillow people are smart, they're suing in Washington, D.C., or they're suing in Philadelphia, or they're suing in NYC, and they're getting a jury pool that is approximately 5% Trump voters, and they are going to stack him for $1 billion fucking. Voting machine maker Dominion Voting Systems has sued Mike Lindell for $1.3 billion over his months-long campaign of false claims about the election. Lindell, the founder of MyPillow and one of Trump's most visible defenders after he lost the election, has spent months sharing a baseless conspiracy theory that Biden only won because of a sprawling conspiracy that includes Venezuelan government and hacked voting machines. My favorite part of the MyPillow guy getting fucked is this. Donald Trump is going to throw him in the garbage. Donald Trump is going to throw him in the garbage and not come to his defense and let him twist in the wind. Donald Trump is going to say, "You're loyal to me, dumbass," and he's gonna walk the other fucking direction. And Donald Trump is gonna show what being loyal to him means. Just like he showed those people who showed up on January 6th that attacked the Capitol on his orders, he's gonna walk away and say, "I had nothing to do with that," and they're all gonna be fucked over. That's what being loyal to your daddy gets you. That's what being a member of the Trump cult gets you. And I fucking love it. I delight in it. And every Trump voter and every Trump supporter who comes into my chat or watches this YouTube video knows I'm right. Because every single person who's loyal to Donald Trump gets thrown in the trash can and has their life ruined. He's the only one that escapes out the end. You're disposable. What happened to that lady lawyer in the leopard print? They abandoned her, and now she's being sued by Dominion as well. The Trump legal team were like, we have nothing to do with her. And they dumped her in the trash. The only person Trump is loyal to is Trump. Exactly. You got it. You got it. Lindell knew there was no real evidence supporting his claims, Dominion lawsuit reads, and he is well aware of the independent audits and paper ballot recounts conclusively disproving the big lie. But Lindell, a talented salesman and former professional card counter... Bullshit! Bullshit! Fucking bullshit! There's no way Mr. Lindell can keep a count in his head. Get the hell out of here. Sells the lie to his day because the lie sells pillows. MyPillow would frequently use promo codes like QAnon and fight for Trump in order to exploit false claims about the election to sell their product, the suit alleges. Oh my God. Lindell, who's been suspended from Twitter, said he welcomed the lawsuit as a chance to make his case against the company. I'm so happy today that they finally sued me, he said in a phone interview. It gives me a voice because none of you guys talk to me, he said. The number of public entities willing to entertain these conspiracy theories has dwindled as Dominion has filed its suits. The far-right news channel Newsmax did an about-face after being threatened with lawsuit, denying its previous reporting that made those claims and cutting off Lindell when he came on the network and insisted on sharing 100% proof about Dominion's role and the conspiracy. Now, we covered that, chat. We covered it when it happened, but it's still funny. So let's go back and look. Here it is.
Mike, hold on a second. Everybody hold on a second. Mike, hold on one second. Let's talk a little bit about just what is happening.
This is amazing.
We have all the election fraud with these Dominion machines. We have 100% proof. And then when they took it down about 3 weeks ago, and then when I put it back up, my personal, it was a
Mike, thank you very much. Mike, you're talking about machines that we at Newsmax have not been able to verify any of those kinds of allegations. We just want to let people know that there's nothing substantive that we've seen. And let me read you something there. While there were some clear evidence of some cases of vote fraud and election irregularities, the election results in every state were certified, and Newsmax accepts the results as legal and final. The courts have also supported that view. So we wanted to talk to you about canceling culture, if you will. We don't want to relitigate the allegations that you're making, Mike.
This is what you have to understand. Conservatives, you exist to serve the rich, okay? That's the purpose of conservative ideology, to keep the rich rich and make them richer, to give them more power that they did not earn and they do not work for, because they're capitalists. They survive off unearned income. They sit off the fruit of your labor. That's the purpose of the conservative movement, to give you a set of talking points to make sure you defend the status quo as you live your miserable life, okay? They give you enemies to hate and blame for your problems, and keep your eyes directed away from their real purpose, keeping themselves rich. And when you no longer are serving that purpose, you go in the trash. Mike Lindell, he was useful as a Trump toady, funding him, giving money to the Republican Party, supporting Trump publicly, giving him resources. But now that it's not convenient for the conservative movement, Mike Lindell is a crank and he's in the garbage. He never changed. What changed what was useful for the right. And I want you to understand that if one day you're in that position where you're not useful for the right, they'll grind you up because they don't give a shit about you at all. That's the essence of their ideology. Fuck you, got mine. Says he welcomes a lawsuit for Dominion.
Can I ask our producers, can we get out of here, please? I don't want to have to keep going over this.
Actually,
we at Newsmax have not been able to verify any of those allegations.
Mike, hold on a second. Everybody hold on a second. Mike, hold on one second. Let's talk a little bit about just what is happening overall.
Current, very pressing issue of free speech and cancel culture. And in hindsight, there is no question that I could have handled the end of the interview differently. Mike also made clear he thinks Newsmax is great, his words, and I can tell you he will continue to be an important guest on Newsmax.
Somehow, I doubt it. Press X for doubt. My pillow guy saying, wow.
Not only was it wrong, some of the revelations are so surprising, you can't help but say, wow.
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 Wow. Wow. Wow.
And then if you
When you can,
she's
calling for.
Wow.
Were they successful?
Wow.
They were.
Wow.
So what you're watching.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Wow. Get you one.
Wow. 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 Wow.
Wow.
There's all.
Wow.
When
Wow.
tells you.
Wow. Wow.
So
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow.
So I want you to understand that that is the trajectory of all the Trump supporters. Lou Dobbs, Mike Lindell, Michael Cohen, Andrew Scaramucci, you name it, you're useful, they burn you up, then they throw you in the trash. Do you guys want to look at the complaint? I mean, it's pretty long and dense, so I could skip over the parts that are, you know, legalese, and I'll try to get you to the juicy parts. After hitting the jackpot with Donald Trump's endorsement for MyPillow, and after $1 million bet on Fox News ads had paid out handsome returns, Mike Lindell exploited another chance to boost sales, marketing MyPillow to people who would tune in and attend rallies to hear Lindell tell the big lie that the Dominion had stolen the 2020 election. As when MyPillow previously faced legal action for deceptive marketing campaigns, Lindell knew there was no real evidence supporting his claims. He's well aware of the independent audits and paper recounts conclusively disproving the big lie. But Lindell, a talented salesman and former professional card counter, sells the lie to this day because the lie sells pillows. MyPillow's defamatory marketing campaign, with promo codes like Fight for Trump, 45, Proof, and QAnon, has increased MyPillow sales by 30 to 40% and continues duping people into redirecting their election lie outrage into pillow purchases. Bipartisan election officials, judges, 59 election security experts, Attorney General Bill Barr, Donald Trump appointee Chris Curbs, Georgia's Republican Governor Brian Kemp, Georgia's Republican Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, Colorado's former Republican Secretary of State Wayne Williams, and others have rebutted Lindell's false claims about Dominion. Most importantly, though, paper ballots are the hard evidence conclusively disproving Lindell's claims. If the vote tallies in Dominion machines have been manipulated, the machine tallies would not match the number of votes on the paper ballots. In fact, they do match, as independent audits and hand recounts have repeatedly proven. The contrary evidence put forward by Lindell's allies, including Sidney Powell, L. Lynn Wood, and others, was deliberately misrepresented, manufactured, cherry-picked, and sourced from con artists and conspiracy theorists who are judicially determined to be wholly unreliable. Lindell knows all of this because Dominion wrote to him multiple times, put him on formal written notice of the facts, and told him that Dominion employees were receiving death threats because of his lies. Instead of retracting his lies, Lindell, a multi-millionaire with nearly unlimited ability to broadcast his preferred messages on conservative media, whined that he was being censored and attacked, and produced a docu-movie featuring shady characters and fake documents sourced from the dark corners of the internet. Through discovery, Dominion will prove that there is no real evidence supporting the big lie. Dominion brings this action to vindicate the company's rights, to recover damages, to seek a narrowly tailored injunction, to stand up for itself and for its employees, and to stop Lindell and MyPillow from further profiting at Dominion's expense. First of all, this is the most dramatically written pleading I've ever seen. They want us to read it. I'm getting cat ads now. Thanks for that. Oh, I thought nothing was being listened to. Waved Thrash. I thought none of your microphones are currently being listened to right now. None of your microphones are being listened to. They just listen for the, hey Siri. They don't listen for anything else. They don't listen to anything else, right Siri? Anyway, the court has a subject matter jurisdiction, pursuant jurisdiction and venue, requiring litigants to okay, there you go. They're doing it in DC. What did I say? What did I say? They're doing it in DC. They want to pull a jury pool from the District of Columbia. Hey, chat, do you think that the jury in DC is going to be favorable to Donald Trump supporter Mike Lindell? This court has personal jurisdiction over all defendants pursuant to Section 13-423 of the District of Columbia Code because Lindell, who at all relevant times during the defamatory marketing campaign at issue, in this case, acted as an agent for MyPillow, transacted business within the District of Columbia, including by sponsoring and marketing MyPillow at rallies in Washington, D.C. on December 12th, January 5th, and January 6th, by regularly advertising MyPillow at these events and through internet, television, and radio ads directed at residents of the District of Columbia, and by selling MyPillow products to residents of the District of Columbia, caused torturous injury by acts committed within the District of Columbia, including and specifically by making false and defamatory statements about Dominion at rallies in Washington, D.C. on December 12th, January 5th, and during media appearances from within the District of Columbia, and caused torturous injury by acts committed outside the District of Columbia while regularly doing business within, engaging in persistent conduct within, and deriving substantial revenue from services rendered within the District of Columbia. They have venue shop for the District of Columbia to get the most hostile jury pool possible. Mike Lindell is completely and utterly fucked. Tortious. Tort means a civil wrong. The black vote is too OP. Oh, yeah. Requiring defendants to litigate these claims in the District of Columbia does not offend traditional notions of fair play and substantial justice as permitted by the Due Process Clause of the United States Constitution. Dominion's claims arise in part from defamatory statements that Lindell, while acting as an agent for MyPillow, made about Dominion from within the District of Columbia. Defendants availed themselves of numerous privileges in the District of Columbia, including those set forth above. Venue is proper in this court under 28 U.S.C. Section 1391B because a substantial part of the events giving rise to the claims of this complaint occurred in this district, and, as discussed above, because defendants are subject to the court's personal jurisdiction in this district. As Tucker Carlson has stated on his show Fox News, if you've been watching this channel at all, even for a moment, you will recognize this man. Probably the most famous face of Fox News, Mike Lindell. He created a product that you are familiar if you watch television or you sleep at night. Mike, I cannot resist asking you for the famous words of yours that we'll remember. After Lindell responded by plugging MyPillow, Carlson gushed that this is the most successful sleep product in the history of sleep. In addition to MyPillow's advertising on Fox News, Newsmax, and other conservative networks, Lindell's vocal support for Donald Trump over the years has been very good for business. In July 2017, Lindell set rednecks down to Trump at a White House event and got about the most valuable endorsement an American could possibly get. President Trump, with a MyPillow an arm length away, endorsed MyPillow on national television, saying, "I actually bought a couple of pillows and they're very good. They're great. I've slept so much better ever since." Lindell has repeatedly touted the endorsement, including during a purported interview on a Fox Business program. He is totally fucked. So this is a very, 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 very long complaint. And he is in deep, deep shit. Wherefore, Dominion respectfully requests the court enter a award of not less than $1,303,470,000 and judgment is favoring against all defense jointly and severally as is follow. Awarding Dominion compensatory damages of $651 million. Awarding Dominion punitive damages of not less than $651 million. Awarding Dominion all expenses and costs, including attorney's fees, and granting a narrowly tailored permanent injunction requiring the removal of all the defendant's statements that are determined to be false and defamatory, and enjoining the defendants from repeating such statements or engaging in any further deceptive trade practices relating to Dominion, and such other and further relief as the court deems appropriate. So, Mike, this is why they hadn't been suing you yet. They were collecting the receipts. They were collecting the receipts. Oh my God! Oh no. You don't want to be Mike Lindell right now. You don't want to be Mike Lindell right now. He's in deep, 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 deep shit. And you absolutely love to see it. If you want more leftists on this platform and other platforms that actually go into deep dives about issues like finance and electoral politics, you're never gonna find a better stream than this one. Here's some things you can do. I'm posted YouTube content constantly. We had another Jimmy Dore video. We had a not safe for stream debate with conservatives where Vosh and I and Denims debated with a bunch of conservatives about voter fraud. We have the dumbass takes of uniting with fascists. Get in there. Get in there.